Yeah, they seem somewhat leakier of defence. And Lewandowski's not been quite himself recently, has he?
Well, he's always top scorer in qualifying though.
Welcome to 442's 2018 World Cup preview show. We're on the group stages and we're looking at Group H. We've already done Groups A to G, they were ace, check them out. But now, today, we are looking at Group H, which is Poland, Senegal, Colombia and Japan. Four of the greats together at last. What's going to happen in this group? From which the winners and runners-up will play the winners and runners-up of the Belgium-England Panama Tunisia group. What's going to happen here? Anything could happen, right?
Of all the groups, I think it's the most open and very hard to pick, not just the group winners, but who will just go through.
Which is what we want as fans, if not as journalists being asked for our opinion.
Quite.
I would still expect Colombia to win the group. I think looking at the four teams, although Poland actually are the seeds in this group, I think Colombia should be the strongest team. Poland sometimes don't perform at their best at some major tournaments.
So we've got Falcao for Colombia.
Yes, first World Cup for him. So obviously he missed the last one when they got to the quarterfinals with a cruciate knee ligament injury just before the tournament. With him and James, that gives them a good chance though. So I think those two players should elevate them above the others and give them that little bit too much. Plus obviously the fact that they did so well 4 years ago, they know how to do it.
Poland, does it just give it to Lewandowski?
Obviously that's a very good tactic. I mean, they do have other decent players to sort of fill in the void. Whoever goes in goal between Fabianski and Szczesny, that's a decent keeper. I'm assuming that Kamil Glik will be going again, and he's looked good in past tournaments. They do have players who can cause problems, but yes, Lewandowski is definitely the star.
Yeah, they seem somewhat leakier of defence. And Lewandowski's not been quite himself recently, has he?
Well, he's always top scorer in qualifying though. But yeah, I think Poland are another of those teams that tend to score a hatful against the weaker teams. But at this level now, a major tournament sometimes is where they've come unstuck, even in situations where they've been expected to get through. Like I said, they are the seeds in the group, so in theory they should win the group, but I don't necessarily expect that to happen.
Senegal, only the second time they've been to the World Cup, apparently. I was slightly surprised by that. I thought they'd been around a bit more often than that, but I think that's possibly because we get a lot of Senegalese imports to the English game. The good going forward, they've got Keita Balde, Sadio Mane, Moussa Sow, but inconsistent. Can they get through?
If it all knits together, yes, they couldn't really be in a better group to get through to the knockouts, so why not? I mean, Mane was good in qualifying, so and has had another very good season.
They've been in the Champions League, not just in the Premier League.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you can see it happen. He's so quick, it frightens the life out of defences. So. That is a real boost for them.
And as much as obviously it is only their second ever World Cup, it's worth remembering that obviously their only previous World Cup, they did very, very well and reached the quarterfinals. And the captain of that team, Aliou Cisse, is now the manager. So he knows, he's got that experience of knows what it takes.
It's kind of a pundit's cliche, but nothing's more difficult to defend against than pace. And that's one thing that they might be able to exploit against the teams that they play against Colombia, Japan, and Poland. That they might, if they can overwhelm them when they play, then that's kind of a key to victory. And I'm actually quite excited about seeing Senegal. I don't know why. Just excited about seeing them at the World Cup.
I think this group more as much as anything is why the World Cup is so great, because when else are you going to see Colombia play Poland? It's never going to be a qualifying. They're probably never going to play a friendly.
We've discussed Poland, Senegal and Colombia. It would be rude, if not remiss of us, not to discuss Japan. What do we think about Japan?
One of the weaker Japanese vintages, I think you'd say, of recent years, but there is still quality players to come through. Kagawa,
Okazaki.
Yeah, exactly. It's Kagawa is maybe not what he was in his first spell at Dortmund. Obviously, it didn't work out at United, but still is a quality player with a great touch. And Okazaki might not be the greatest natural footballer in the world, but I'm sure that he's going to give you 100% every single game, run himself into the ground, and has won a Premier League title. So.
Then the one thing that Japan had, for instance, in 2010 when they did okay, they had Kazuki Honda at the peak of his career, and he had that bit of star quality that made the difference. Honda's still around, but certainly far from his peak now, and they've not really got that one player that's potentially going to take them through. I think they could struggle. But the one thing to be said about them is they're likely to be backed by quite a lot of fans, which will help them. But I think, again, just quality-wise, they'll just be a bit short again.
I've gone for Colombia going through and Senegal finishing second. Feel very free to disagree.
I would probably also go with that. It's a toss-up, probably between those three, 2 from 3, I'd say, with Japan probably more likely to miss out.
I sense that Chris may disagree.
Yeah. I would still just about, well, I'd certainly go with Colombia winning the group. I'd still just about go with Poland, but it could well easily be Senegal. But yeah, I think if I had to say now, I think I'd still just about go with Poland.
Yeah, I was gonna go with Colombia and Poland, but actually I think I've been talked out of that by you two, so I'm going Senegal as well because I want them to go through.
We jumped off a cliff, would you be talked into that as well? Stand up for yourself, man. Well, as you can see, a bit of a split decision there. Although we do think Colombia are going to finish top of Group H, quite confident about that, in a way. But Group H does, although it may not have too much star quality, could be the most fascinating group of them all. We've plumped for Colombia going top. You may disagree. You're allowed to do that. With either Senegal or Poland. Who knows? What do you think? Do feel free to comment underneath. Keep it constructive. There we go. Let's all get along nice and bonny. And that's it for our group stage previews. If you've not seen Group A to G, I heartily suggest that you look for them. They'll be floating around here somewhere. Comment underneath, watch all the rest of the videos, and then if you're lucky, we might be back with some more for the knockouts. But thanks for watching us. We've been 442, you've been yourself, and we love you for that.